Hey guys, thanks for checking out one of my Ouija board stories. Yes, today is one of my past experiences with this lovely toy. It's a toy because it was sold in a toy store, but it's not a toy. This story happened to me when I was about 16. 16. Around the first time I started playing with the Ouija board. I'm taking it out of the box, by the way, so you guys can get a cooler view of it. This is my second board. This isn't the original board that I had. This is my second one, and I love it. It's my babe. It sleeps in the closet, so it's like nice and warm and comfy, and it doesn't bother me at all. So this story happened to me when I was 16, and my boyfriend, I convinced my boyfriend to buy me my Ouija board, and he was freaked out at first, and he was like, why would you want to mess with that? And I was like, I'm weird, you know this, just buy it. So he bought it for me, and I got it. I can't stop showing it off, like, it's just so pretty. I wish I had like the old ones, the old wood style design ones, because it's just the plastic ones. Not that cool. Anyways, so with the first Ouija board that I had, it brought me a very terrifying experience to me. Because at that time, you're young and your mind is not as strong as it should be. You're very weak-minded. So, whoever's weak-minded and plays with this, it will go after you in one way or another. So, yeah, that's a warning out there. I was very weak-minded, so, like any teenager, it was like, fuck it, let's play. So, I remember playing that day with my now husband, and nothing happened at the time. We had played it at his parents' house, and nothing happened. So we figured, oh, like, this is like bootleg or something, like it doesn't work. Like, did we do something wrong? It's not, we're so on and off button, like, there's nothing. Later that night, I think it was around 12 o'clock at night. I was in bed and I was watching television, but it was already, I was getting sleepy. And the Ouija board was set up in my closet, and it was like on top of, like a whole bunch of stuff. So it was like set up on the. I turned the TV off, and I'm like cuddling in my bed, and I'm trying to get comfy. And out of nowhere, I hear like a circus noise. Like I hear this. And it like freaked me out because like everybody was asleep. There was like no way that noise would have come from anywhere because there's no circus in this, like, where I was at. There was no circus. There was like a park in my backyard, but there was no circus music playing at 12 or 1 in the morning. So I freaked out. At that time, I was like terribly, deadly afraid of clowns. Like if I even saw one in the metro, you know how some clowns walk in the metro and they try to like be entertaining or whatever. Like if even one of those walked in, I would start crying. Like it was really that bad. I deadly afraid of clowns. So you can imagine like my terror when I heard that sound, and I was like, holy like get me the out of here. So what I did, I grabbed my blanket and like I covered myself, and I was like, this isn't real, like this is just the circus music like coming from the. This is starting to fuck with me. Like I'm done. So when that, I covered my face and everything, and after a while I started hearing noises in the closet, like it was something was moving in there, but it wasn't like so much shaking in there, just like something dropped like that, like that. I just dropped this. And I was like, oh god, like tomorrow I'm getting rid of this board. Like I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to keep it. I just freaked. Like it was crazy. It was insane. So that was one of the experience. It wasn't like so bad. It wasn't like a crazy, because I have so many more of these Ouija board experiences. But that one's like, to me, was one of the scariest because it knew like what my fear was at the time, and it just used it to mess with me. And it was, I gave it a clap, like high five, because it did like a really awesome job scaring the shit out of me that time. I didn't get a chance to get rid of it the next day. Like, just circumstances didn't come about to hand it over to someone. So I did keep it around. So that board did bring out more experiences that were pretty scary. But this board, since this is my second board, I've had it, I think I'm going to say for like a year now. And I've messed with it maybe like 3 times or so. I don't do it a lot. And I could say don't get any negative vibes or any negative experiences with this board, only because I do know that my mentality is different than what it was as a 16-year-old, and I already know, what kind of powers and what kind of strengths your mind has. So if you do get to play this or you get to use it, just remember that you do have to come in with a strong mind, and you do have to protect yourself before you start playing. And by protecting yourself, I mean you have to start a meditation process before, and picture yourself in the middle of a glowing white light. So there's like a light just shining down on you, and it's protecting you from like any negative vibe or negative entity that happens to come across this little portal. So just make sure to be careful when you guys do get to encounter one of these beauties. I really like it. Like, it's a very beautiful design with the alphabet and the letters and yes and no, and well, you know what I mean. Yes and no. Goodbye. Anyway, check out my other videos where I will be telling my other stories, and I also will be trying to go on adventures in which I will take my board with me and try to explore and see some of the haunted places that they have here in LA and blog them out. Thank you guys for checking this story out, and check out the rest of my stories. Give it a like and subscribe, guys. Bye.